afternoon, everyone. I thought I would play that cute little intro video again from last week's Kiwi Lane Summer Online Party where we introduced the new Summer Accessory Set. Today, this afternoon, we have team member Mindy. She is going to be sharing what she created with the accessory set, kind of give you an up-close personal look at the designer templates and the versatility they have, what they can do. Mindy, if you want to introduce yourself, say hello.
Hey everybody, I'm Mindy here at the Kiwi Lane office. So thank you all for joining me. Hey Alicia and Tina, it's good to see you here today.
Perfect.
Laura, we've got comments coming in, so awesome.
So awesome. Okay, well, as an announcement, if you didn't know, you should have received an email this morning. The Summer Accessory Set today is the official release, so it is live for the community. You can shop the new set at the link in our description. I'll also be posting it here into the chat comments. But today's the official release, so share this video. Let's get excited about summer. And Mindy, I am going to let you take over from here.
All right, thanks Sonia.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, so it is summer. I don't think officially yet, but it feels like summer around here finally. So I hope it feels like summer where you're at and not too much like summer, not too hot. I think in Arizona, it's pretty hot already. Anyway, all right, so we are going to be sharing some of the things that I created with the Summer Accessory Set. This set is so fun. I'm going to give you guys another quick look before I show you up close. Let me find a good background. Oh, actually it's got one right here so that you can see them. Okay, so this set has 7 pieces. If you remember, or if you haven't seen it yet, this will be new to you. We've got the sunburst. We've got the really fun umbrella, the flamingo floaty, sunscreen, surfboard, pool ball, and the popsicle. So this is a really, really fun set. And there's lots of unique things about this set. So I'm going to just go over them, a few of them right now, and then I'll show you in detail what I created. But this set, we designed it because we feel that the easiest set to use is one that has multiple sizes and heights and widths so that it's easy to cluster. It's a little bit trickier when all the pieces are the same size. So you've got this larger, what we call foundational burst that gives you kind of a base to then cluster other pieces on, or it just can pop up behind pictures or behind a border. It kind of sets the mood of your layout. Then we've got the other 2 kind of taller pieces, the umbrella and the surfboard, that kind of add that height dimension. And then our shorter pieces that can then layer with them very easily. So we've got the ball and the floaty that are shorter but a little bit wider base, and then these ones that are short but skinnier. So all the different sizes allow for really easy layering. So that's kind of the design, why, I guess you could say, the way we set up this set. So it makes it super, super easy to design with. And on the layouts, you'll see, for the most part, I used, other than a border, I used pretty much just the Summer Accessory Set. So really, really great that way. You don't have to pull in too many other things to make a really quick, cute layout. So first off, actually, I'm going to show you a layout I actually haven't shown yet. Well, actually I have, but no one noticed the new piece on there. I did this one a while ago. This is actually 1/2 of a 2-page layout, but I just brought the 1/2 today. I was playing with this a long time ago, actually, when Whimsy, this big sunburst is part of Whimsy. And sorry guys, I'm gonna get my comments going. Oh, Alicia, your set's out for delivery. Yay. And Beth just got hers. So exciting. It's a fun set and definitely gets you in the summer mood. Okay, so I was playing with Whimsy back when it was released, and I had a sample of this summer set. So I decided to use it. And I think I did post this layout. No one questioned what this piece was. So that was good because I wasn't sure. I wasn't going to draw attention to it, but it really is a fun way to layer on the big sunburst of Whimsy, just to add this little another detail on there. It was really fun to do. And if you have the sunglasses from a past kit, those are really fun to add on as well. But I thought I would share that today just to show you another way to use that sunburst arch. In this layout, I took the sunburst and I tucked it behind or over the corner of one of my pictures. And then I tucked the ends in behind the picture. So it was just a little fun ray that kind of finished off the corner of this one page layout. And I was thinking, if you have, I don't know if you guys have the crimpers or whatever, but I don't know if you can see the texture. Can you see the little bumpy texture on this little fun border I have down here? That would be really cute, I think, to do on this sunburst. I'm going to try it sometime, but I just got that idea. Okay, so this one pager, I incorporated most of the pieces from summer, other than the surfboard. So the ball and the popsicle are two of my favorites in this set. So I wanted to show you really quickly how you can create with these pieces. So you'll notice in these pieces that a lot of them have stencil cutouts. And we did that because these are pieces that are really fun. You can either leave it solid, a solid color, but to really add that extra touch to mix up the patterns on here is what makes them so unique and so fun. So what I would do, I lost my other piece. Okay. I'm going to cut out just the round shape of the ball. Okay. And then I would, on coordinating paper, I would then take my designer template and trace those sections that I want out of that color. I'm gonna, let's go every other one in purple. And you would just trace out those pieces. And then you're going to cut them out and layer them on top. We get that question all the time. How am I supposed to cut out the stencil pieces, you know, the pieces that are cut out? Do you cut it out of the base of it? And no. I mean, if it's a big piece, you can, but what makes it really easy is to just trace it out of a coordinating pattern. And you're just going to layer it on top. Okay. So you're just going to cut those pieces out real quickly. And then you don't have to worry about trying to get your scissors into little tiny crevices. It just sometimes just is not that easy. So this way, you're just cutting out on a normal line and it makes it really simple. Okay, now here's another trick I do. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about inking these right now, guys, for the sake of time, but I always put my designer template back on my base shape so that I can line up my cutouts perfectly where they go. It's just kind of a thing. I don't want them to be crooked or spend a lot of time worrying about them being crooked. So I just lay them right back in the cutout. And once you get one in, it usually holds the designer template where it belongs. But then I just Place them right back in the hole. And I would, oh, I cut that one. Must have not cut on the line on that one. And then I would cut out the other pieces with a different color. And then you just lift it up and they're perfectly spaced where they need to be. Now, another thing that I like to do, you could leave the circle part just as it is if you wanted, but I liked it to be even with the rest of my layers that are on top. So I traced out the circle out of a coordinating color just by tracing around the outsides of this circle part. And then I cut that out as well. Oh, you're supposed to detach that first. It makes it a lot easier if you detach the little piece. Okay, so then you're going to just cut that out quickly. And I would adhere that on top as well. And then it gives it a really finished, oh no, it got stuck. Got stuck, guys. Now I'm ruining it. All right, so then you would just stick that on top. So that is the quick way to make the beach ball. And really, really fun. You can mix up, like you'll notice on this one, I used actual patterns. You could just use alternating colors. You could do a different color on each one, or you could do all the colors, you know, each one the same color, whatever you want to do. But there's endless design options with the beach ball. You would do the same thing with the popsicle. Okay. If you notice now in our release party, Susan showed you some different options for the popsicle. You would trace just like you did on the beach ball. And I actually, when I did mine, I traced that bottom section, the stick part, out of I'll show you here, out of a light color, because I wanted the stick different than the popsicle, right? So I traced like this bottom half on like a light brown or cream color paper, coordinating paper. And then I traced just the popsicle part out of my pattern or color that I wanted. And then I did the same thing I just showed you on the beach ball. I traced these onto a darker color or a lighter color, depending on what you want to do, just to add dimension there, and just layered them on top again. But a way that Susan did it on hers, she actually doodled it. So that's another thing you can do with these stencils. You can just doodle in a pen, a fine point pen, a marker, whatever you have on hand, and just draw that edge. Oh, sorry guys. Just trying to make it darker so you can see it better. So then you're just going to draw that detail on there. So that's another way to do that as well. So lots of ways to design with these. All right, we're going to put those aside for a second. This is another layout I did using Summer and Coastal Highway. Actually, that goes this way. All right. Okay, so Coastal Highway is a really great border to pair with Summer. It has, you know, the soft waves, the really big rolling waves, and then another really soft one as well. So 3 different thicknesses in border options, and completely different styles as well. But it's really great. And it doesn't even have to be water pictures. It can, you know, Coastal Highway is great to add playfulness and movement to any layout, really. But you'll see here, I use the surfboard, the beach ball, the umbrella, the sunburst, the flamingo floaty, and the sunscreen. But on this one, I did cut off the flamingo head and just turned it into regular inner tube floaties. So another great idea to make this set even more versatile and useful in your designs. So don't get stuck in a box with these for sure. I think one of the creative partners said this could also be a music note. I think you could use this section and, you know, draw a staff up it, or maybe she thought you could use this as well to make a, I don't know my music notes, whatever note that might be. But have you guys, any of you guys played with it yet or created different things? I know you guys are just starting to receive them. All right, I'm just checking comments here. So, all right, Alicia, you love the flamingo. Awesome. And Debbie loves the umbrella. Yeah, the umbrella is really fun. All of these sets, what makes them so fun is that you can switch them up with all kinds of paper. I decided to just do the red, white, alternating umbrella, but you could do like a rainbow one. You could do a solid one. Maybe if you're playing, you know, you're dancing in the rain or something, the umbrella would be so fun for that. Sorry, I just got an idea. Like if you had our past umbrella a la carte and you mixed it with this, like a fun rain. We just had a big rainstorm. So if you mixed up different umbrellas, that would be so cute. Anyway, off topic. But there's lots of design ideas for sure when you mix up the paper and the patterns in this set. This was another fun thing I did. So I wanted to highlight these pictures in a 4x4 format, kind of like a placemat, right? Have you got, if you've used our placemats, it's kind of that idea. But I wanted to add a fun kind of border along the bottom, but I didn't want to go clear across my page. I wanted to kind of focus with my accessories and everything kind of in this middle section. So I used Coastal Highway still, but I cut it down to fit the bottom, kind of like a mini border or a tiny border, just along the bottom of that placemat kind of shape. So that it highlighted and it gave me a place to put my summer sunshine title. I just realized I didn't cut those out back there. Anyway, but it was really fun to do it that way. So you can take any border. We do have the size measurements on our borders now, and you could trim them down to fit whatever look you're going for. It makes it really easy to do that. All right, so there is that one. The next one, I definitely switched up the paper. Normally I am drawn to brights for sure, but this one, SPF bottle, bubble bath, or really anything liquid. Yes, you are right, Alicia, you are right. Bubble bath would be so cute for a baby layout. Or even just kids playing in the bath. Yeah, totally cute. Oh, Debbie, don't say that. Debbie, don't say you are not creative. If Susan saw that, she would not be happy. Debbie, if you have tons of our templates, you just need to get them out and start playing. That is what they're there for. As soon as you start playing and moving them around on your page, the ideas will come. You do not have to have the ideas before you can even begin. The ideas will come as you move them around on your page. That is the one thing we want to try and get across to people, is that these are not just a trace and cut item, right? These are first and foremost a design tool. These are what you lay on your paper. Okay, say this was a blank sheet. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to start laying these around. I should have wish I had a border here. Let me see if I can find a border here. Okay, Debbie got us in this topic because she said she's not creative, and that is not true. It is not true at all. Okay. I have said that myself, and I have come to realize that it is not true of anybody. Okay. What these are for is to start playing. Take a border, any border, put them on your page and start moving them around. Put one on top, put one on the side, put one on the bottom, wherever you want to put it, and just start playing. Let the ideas come. Get out your pictures, see what you've got. Maybe you only have 2 4x6s. A lot of times I have just like one-off pictures, right? Or 2 pictures of an event, and I'm just going to do a 1-pager. Start with a 1-pager. That is often the easiest way to get started. Just put your border on one side of your page, and then start just layering your accessories together. This set is really easy to work with because it has, like I said, the different sizes in the set alone. So it's really easy to layer with. And then just start moving things around. Maybe you don't like the flamingo floaty. Maybe you'd rather have the popsicle. And it helps you visualize before you ever cut into your paper. So if you have tons of templates and never use them, get them out and start playing. And a lot of times what I do, guys, I'm going to share a few secrets with you. Okay. If I don't have time to finish a layout or something, a lot of times I will design it and take a picture of it on my phone because I know I will never get back to it and remember what I did. And I don't want to like have to redo everything I just spent time doing. Right. Okay. So if you don't have time to Debbie, I want you to start playing. Find some time to start playing and just take pictures of all the designs that you come up with. And then go back through your pictures. And that's going to show you that you are creative, that what you accomplish in that design process. And then you can pull up those pictures later and actually complete a full layout when you have more time. Or if you do have time to finish that layout, finish it, because that is the most fulfilling thing. When I finish a layout, I always sit there and just stare at it for a little bit because I relive the memories and I just admire what I just accomplished. And it's like instant gratification, right? After an hour or 2, to see what you've accomplished, it's so fun. So definitely, Debbie, don't ever say you're not creative again, and get them out and play. You will love it, and you will find that you are creative, and you just gotta let the creative juices start flowing. I promise. It will. Oh no, Debbie, Debbie. She says, I promise I'm going to buy this set, even if I don't use it. No, Debbie, if you're not going to use it, don't buy it. We don't want to feed that habit either. We want you to use it. We want you to use it and get it out and play and create and get that fulfillment. So I know you can use it. You just got to make the effort, and you will see that it is a game changer for sure. So, all right. So on this layout, guys, I totally turn the tables. I told you I'm usually drawn to bright colors. I love bright colors. But these pictures were just so kind of soft, like just the soft blues and whites and tans of the ocean. We were trying to bodyboard. My husband was trying to actually get up on a surfboard, and we decided that bodyboarding is definitely more our style. So he could not get up on the surfboard more than like 2 seconds maybe. But it was really fun to try. So I went towards nautical colors, and I just had tons of fun with the surfboard. So on the surfboard, it's got 4 different stencil cutouts, and these can be, mixed and matched with different patterns and colors, just like all the other pieces. But what makes this piece cool is you can combine all these cutouts just by tracing the outer edge. If you wanted just one pattern to fill that inner spot and just have like an outline around it, you could do that. You could combine, like you see here, I combined the 2 middle ones into one big shape. You could combine the top and the this top middle one into one shape and the bottom middle one and the completely bottom one into one shape. So you have two different patterns on a surfboard. That's what makes the surfboard so fun, is you can customize it in so many different ways. If you have your own surfboard, you could match it, right? Wouldn't that be so fun to match it to the surfboard that's in your pictures? That would be so fun. But it's easy. You just cut it out of coordinating paper, just like I showed you on the ball. Like I said, I always lay this back on top just so I can get them lined up correctly. And I just lay them right through the template, and then I pull up the template over it. So really fun. And this is the other one of the really fun shapes of Coastal Highway that I was telling you about. The really big swells on the waves gives a really fun drastic movement to your page. And then I just used this really soft one down here to put my title along. That's a really fun way to do a title. It's just kind of following the curve of your border. Really fun. Okay, guys, last one that I wanted to show you. Back to the brights. I went back to the brights for this one. And again, I used the swell, the larger swell on Coastal Highway. But this one, I mixed up, actually, I used all three border styles that are in Coastal Highway. So I used the arching swells here on this one. Then I used, I think this is, oh shoot, I'm not going to remember, 1A, 1B maybe of Coastal Highway. And I put them A over here, B over here. And then I used 2A, I think. This is 2A or 2B, just kind of on this side to kind of frame my pictures over here. So that's what borders are used for. They're used to frame your pictures. You want your pictures to be the focus of your page, and the borders help you frame them so that they can be. And then I just picked different spots on my page to cluster my accessories around. The sunburst I attached up here over my waves, and then I put my title kind of on the edge of it in another sun shape. So I did want to show you though, on the sunscreen, I cut my lid out of a coordinating color just because I liked to, you know, pop that off a little bit. But when you're doing the sunscreen, this SPF 15 is just for doodling. You would never be able to trace that out of a coordinating color and layer it on top. It just wouldn't happen. So what I do is I take a fine point pen and I trace inside, and this little box outline, I like that to be filled in. You could, you could dot it. You could just leave the outline. There's lots of things you could do. You could color it in with a marker, or you could use modeling paste if you wanted to fill in those. And then I just trace the letters. On the letters, so there's little connection points on the P, right? Because if you didn't have connection points, the middle of the P would fall out. So in order for it to be there, there is connection points. And after I'm done tracing these, sorry, I'm kind of rushing just so I don't keep you guys too long, but then I go back and I connect my P with my pen. You could leave it if you didn't mind the connection points, but I like to make it a solid letter. So I go back and I just connect those again. It's really easy. You could, you can coordinate it with the color of your paper. If you have a matching pen, I'll just trace this out real quick so you guys can see. Or you could, if you had a title that fit in there or something, that would be really cute too. But yeah, that's how you would do that one. Really easy. You could do the same on the umbrella if you wanted. If you didn't want to cut out the different colors, you could use those just as doodle lines, but we intended them to be trace lines so that you could trace your pieces out of different colors. And you would just connect those sections and cut them out and lay them right on top of your base umbrella. So lots of options there. So you'll see this one, I use the stripe with the pink paper. So you can change up your umbrellas to be all sorts of patterns and colors, just like your surfboards. This is another fun a la carte. If you don't have My Oasis yet, that is another fun one that works well with summer. It's taller, so it even layers really cute with the surfboards and things. So another fun option there. So guys, that is it. Those are all the fun things that I did with summer, and I look forward to creating many, many more layouts with them. I have had so much fun designing with these, and I have lots of other summer pictures that I will be using with them for sure. So if you do not have it yet, this is a really great versatile set to get. Just by changing up the paper and the colors, you can have a completely different look every time. So definitely stay tuned to many, many other ideas. We hope to see what you create. So if you create with your summer accessory set, definitely share with us in the community. We would love to be inspired by you and by what you create. We always get great ideas from everybody as well. And Debbie, I want to see your ideas too. I bet you would create something so amazing that we could all be inspired by. So definitely don't be shy and share with us what you create as well. So thanks you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday and the rest of your summer. You guys are awesome. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time. Bye.